Welcome back to another tier list video. Didn't think I'd be making this, but I got some good reactions from the Honest Knife tier list video that I made. So we're going to be running it back with the next best thing, the guns that we use to play Counter-Strike. So in no specific order, we're going to jump right into it. So without going into any specific order, we're going to be going and throwing the SCAR 20 and the G3 SG1 up in the D tier. People who tend to use the autos, were usually fostered as kids because they were orphans. They don't have much respect and they never got their two front teeth for Christmas. So we're going to be throwing those at a D tier off the rip. So we got the 5.7. It's a good pistol. It's got good armor penetration. So, you know, we'll put that in an A tier. That's an A tier pistol. I'd say that's an A tier pistol. Okay, next up we have the AK-47, an absolute CS classic. The AK-47 actually derives from Russia, as many of you know, the Kalashnikov. The man who made this gun, Mikhail Kalashnikov, passed away December 23rd, 2013. Rest in peace. There's a lot of pros and cons to the AK-47. One of the cons being that if you take a trip to Chicago, you will see goons walking in the streets with these tucked in their pants and under their jackets. So that's kind of where the AK-47 is a little bit of a con. For some of the pros is that it's only $2,700 in game, and it's a one tap to the head, whether you have head armor or not. So we're going to automatically put that at an S tier. Next up, we have the Glock. This thing is pretty much the equivalent of a pea shooter. If you're using this gun past pistol round, please go get mentally evaluated. I mean, the stats for the damage for this gun is just disgusting. You could Swiss cheese a bloke and he'll still be standing somehow. I mean, this gun is just a crock of shit. However, it does have some pretty decent skins. One more thing to mention about the Glock is that I see so many people on CT side, let's say you win pistol round, sometimes you're still in pistol round and you have ammo in your USP or P2K if you didn't buy a pistol. And people, for some reason, I see it so much, they drop their P2000 or their USP and they pick up the Glock. What the fuck is wrong with you people? Stop doing that. For that reason alone, that's a C tier. If it didn't have any good skins for it, it'd be a D tier. Next up, we have the M249. This is the most expensive gun in the game. Not used very much, nor should it be used very much. It doesn't make sense. This gun, honestly, is kind of, you know, it's just kind of useless. Like, there's no point in really buying this gun. I don't know. The damage is all right. The spray is not amazing on it. I don't know. We're going to put that at a C tier, too. I don't really know. That one's a weird one. So next up, this is what defines the men from the ladies. We have the M4A1S and the M4A4. Both have tremendous skins. The main difference between these two guns here is that the A1S has a suppressor and 10 less bullets than the A4. The A1S also has a tighter spray pattern than the M4A4. I was a big fan of the A4 in CSGO, but for some reason, I feel like the A1S, for me personally, a little easier to use in Counter-Strike 2. We're defining the men from the women here. That's an A tier. We're putting that at a B tier. Fight me. Next up, we have the MAC-10. It's essentially a metal box that spits out 9mm bullets. The money bonuses this gun gives you when you're getting kills on like an eco round could be super helpful. And let's say you lose pistol round, but you get the bomb down. A MAC-10 is an absolutely amazing choice of weapon. In CS2, for some reason, it feels like a laser. And on an eco round, a couple teammates buying this could win you the round if you use it correctly or get lucky. And the money bonuses this gun gives you is pretty good. So for that alone, I don't know, B or A tier. I think we're gonna put that at an A tier. I think it's an underrated gun. Kingston, stop barking back there. Sorry about that. So we're gonna put that at an A tier. Might catch some heat for that one. Next up, we got the Mag-7. This gun right here, what a fucking mystery this gun is. You can either shoot someone one time and it kills them if you hit them in the head. You could shoot them 2 times at like a decent range, or this gun just shits the bed and you cannot fucking kill someone with this gun. Strictly based on my own personal experience with the Mag-7, I find this gun is a 50-50 chance of getting a kill. We're going to put that at a B tier. It does come in clutch when it works properly and you're on an eco round. Next up, we have the AUG. There was a moment in time where Valve had actually dropped the price of the AUG. This became a meta, and I swear it was almost nobody using the A4 and the A1S. Even in the pro scene, there was one tournament where it was just so boring to watch. It was nothing but Kriegs and AUGs, and it was just Yeah, not fun. I didn't like that. We're gonna do both of these at the same time here. We're gonna put the AUG at a C tier, and we're going to go ahead and put the Krieg at. We're gonna put that in an A tier rifle. Now hear me out. Hear me out. I know it's not really a meta rifle, but there's things we have to consider. This gun is a one-shot to the head, best armor penetration in the game, much like the AK-47 in the sense that it's a one-shot to the head with or without armor. Slightly more expensive, and it has a scope on it. A lot of people are going to be crying, COD gun, COD gun. I agree, I'm not a huge fan of it. The only guns that should have an exception with the scope in this game are the AWP and the Scout. Next up, we have the Desert Eagle. This is the Giga Chad of all of the pistols in the game. Nothing comes close to the Deagle when it comes to damage. It is a fairly expensive pistol, so on a pistol round, this is a risky purchase. But if you're confident and accurate with your shots, it pays out well. Even if you're on an eco round, this gun right here could save your ass. Just spend a little change on the Deagle, go Klondike somebody in the head, and pick up their gun. You just got a free upgrade. Without question, S tier. The Galil AR. This gun, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like the Galil is way more fun to use in CS2 than it was CSGO. Honestly, really good eco weapon as well. 1,800 bucks. Honestly, man, nothing much needs to be said about the Galil. That's definitely an A tier rifle for sure. Now for the MP5. Honestly, I don't even want to go in depth with this, man. If you use this, you're a B tier. For the MP7, honestly, another really good eco gun. Has a decent reward bonus when you get kills with it. Pretty decent skins for it too. I will respectfully put that at a B tier. I think MP7's. I think that's a respectful choice. B tier for the MP7. Now we have the XM. Now the XM wasn't used as much in CS:GO as it's used now. For some fucking reason, this gun ruins matchmaking. It ruins the experience completely. POV, you're the terrorist pushing any bomb site at any given moment on Vertigo. You're facing 5 XMs. I feel like half the time people just use XMs, especially on that map. This gun is a $2,000 cancer stick that shoots shotgun shells. And honestly, if you're close range, you have no fucking chance with this thing. You just spam your left click and you're almost guaranteed to kill. D tier. D tier 100%. Again, separating the boys from the men, we have the P2000 and the USPS. The main difference being that one is suppressed and one is not. When we're talking skins, USP definitely wins. I feel like the USPs are used by people who wear suits. They dress well, they keep themselves well, they're classy. People that use the P2000, typically nerds, or they wear JanSport backpacks and they dress like they're in high school. USPs go into S tier. We're gonna put P2000 at a C tier. Thank God it has a couple good skins, or it'd be going right beside the XM. Now we have the CZ, aka the Pocket AK from back in the day. I'm sure a lot of people know what that's all about. Pretty good gun if you're careful with it. A lot of people think just because it's an automatic pistol, you have to use it like it's automatic. Take your time with this fucking gun, man. You only got 24 bullets with this thing. It's not a terrible gun. We're gonna put that at a B tier. Dual Berettas. We've seen a lot of increase in use of the dual Berettas over the past year, I'd say. You see a lot in the pro scene now, and my God, people just go off with these things. $300 pistols, I mean, you can't go wrong. We're putting those at an A tier. Now the AWP. This one could be controversial to some. A lot of people cry about the AWP. You just sit in corners. All you have to do is scope in and hold an angle and just shoot people when they walk in your crosshair. That's a noob's take. That's a noob. POV, you're a noob. That's what you think of the AWP. If you're an AWPer and know how to use the AWP, this gun right here will make the most fun CS clips out of any gun in the game. It's been seen time and time again that the AWP is an absolute magic stick depending on who is holding it. Not to mention, it's one of the most popular weapons in the game and has some of the best skins in the game. I'm kind of saying stuff about skins a lot. I know the skins don't really mean if the gun's good or bad, but it definitely helps in the AWP scenario. S tier, no questions asked. Alright, next up, we have the MP9. Definitely one of the best SMGs. Relatively inexpensive, and like the MAC-10 has a good kill reward. This gun right here is the key to winning eco rounds and getting money for your team. Without a doubt, I'd say that's an S tier for sure, 100%. The Negev. A lot of controversy with the Negev. Used to be a lot more money. Spray pattern used to be a lot worse. Then Valve dropped the price tremendously, and it's practically a laser after holding the left click button for 2 seconds. Kind of a cheese weapon when someone's holding down a corner and just spraying the Negev, preventing you from pushing. However, hear me out. Hear me out. There are some clips to be had with this thing. If you use it right, you can get some crispy one-taps going. We're gonna put that in an A tier. I think that's a little too generous. We'll drop that to a B. I think B's alright. B's alright for that. Now we have the Nova. This thing is essentially a bolt-action sniper, minus the scope, minus the bolt, plus a pump. This thing is an absolute laser range for some reason. Normally when you're using this thing and you're hitting dinks, you're getting kills unless it's at a long range. Also gonna stick that at B tier. Now the P250 is another great eco weapon. I mean, you just simply can't go wrong with buying an op and having this as your secondary. The perfect duo. The perfect duo. We're gonna put that at an A tier, respectfully. The P90, 50 bullets in a magazine. Let's be real, okay? This is a noob gun. This is a noob gun. It requires no skill. It's pretty much a more portable version of the Negev. Yeah, I don't have much respect for you if you use the P90. There's some people that use it all the time. We're going to put that at a C tier. I think that's only right. The Bizon, not far off from the P90. 64 rounds in a magazine. It's calibered at 9mm Ps, so it actually doesn't really do any damage. It's pretty much just like a full auto Glock with 64 bullets in it. It's honestly just a piece of shit. We're going to put that at a... We'll put that at a D tier. That's definitely a D tier weapon. The R8 revolver. I'll never forget the day this gun released. This gun has gone under quite some change. Very fast too, especially when it came out. Much like the Desert Eagle, this is a one tap to the head. Extraordinarily good armor penetration. Some people told the R8 like Clint Eastwood when he was in his Western movie phase. And some people just suck royal bollocks with this thing. I think it's only right we put it at a... I don't know, it's kind of a toss-up between the A and B tier. I think I'm going to do a B tier because people are normally cheeks with this gun. People suck with that gun a lot of the time, but there are some good players with it. Next up, the sawed-off. I don't know, what do you think? Your Long John dickweed? Who's using the sawed-off, man? This thing is a fucking pile of garbage. D tier. No further comments. Next up, we have the FAMAS. The CT version of the Galil. Feels incredible in CS2. This is a great little eco rifle. And this is going to be easy. We're kind of just firing through these. That's an A tier rifle all day long. All day long. Now we have the Scout, or what I like to call it, the welfare op. Not quite as strong. Still a one shot to the head. It deals roughly around the same damage that the op does when you leg somebody, when you hit them in the body with this thing. This is absolutely, without a doubt, another A tier rifle. Although there is a lot of people that use this Scout, and I see people do this frequently. I'm not going to name any names, but I know a guy that does this. You just get stuck in this hole of not having any money. You force buy Scout armor if you can afford it, and you just W key to the first entry point on the map. I mean, like, don't be that guy. Don't be that guy. Don't give the Scout a bad name. It is a good gun. The Tech 9 used to have a bit more ammo in it. Very good, much like the 5.7. I don't know, boys. I'm doing a lot of A tier right now. I can't help it, man. Tech 9 is definitely an A tier weapon. It's an A tier pistol all day long. And we have the UMP. Not really sure what to say about the UMP. It's kind of slow firing rate. I don't know, man. I think it's just a C tier. Like, it's nothing special. Well, that is it. That is my honest tier list of the weapons in CSGO. Or CS2 now, I guess. Whatever. You guys enjoyed the knife tier list. Let me know how you guys enjoyed this one. Maybe I'll find another tier list. I'll do another one. I still can't believe people actually enjoy watching these, but to each their own. If you like it, you like it. Just want to give one quick heads up before the video ends. I'm going to be doing a giveaway at 1,000 subs. We're just over halfway there. I'm going to be giving one lucky subscriber a custom-made, hand-painted Karambit Ultraviolet that I make in my spare time. I sell them on Etsy. The link will be in the description if you want to purchase one, but I highly recommend just subscribing because I'm going to be giving one away. Probably do it on Twitch or something and announce it on Twitter. So if you guys want to stay in tune with that, click the links in the description. Stay up to date on my socials, and let's see if we can hit 1K subs. Peace.